What if the most beautiful wedding gift you ever received carried within it the seeds of your family's destruction? In the shadowy world of Greek mythology, where gods meddle in mortal affairs and curses span generations, one piece of jewelry became the instrument of an entire bloodline's downfall. In ancient Greece, where marble temples gleamed under Mediterranean sun and oracles spoke prophecies that shaped destinies, the gods lived parallel lives to mortals, experiencing love, jealousy, and revenge on cosmic scales. These divine beings possessed the power to bless or curse, to elevate mortals to heroic heights or drag them into tragic depths. Among their most feared weapons were cursed objects, items of incredible beauty that carried within them the promise of doom. Our story begins with Harmonia, a goddess born from the most unlikely union in Olympus. Her father, Ares, ruled as the brutal god of war, reveling in bloodshed and conflict. Her mother, Aphrodite, embodied love and beauty, inspiring passion and desire across the ancient world. From this paradoxical pairing came Harmonia, whose very name meant harmony and concord, representing the delicate balance between love and war. Harmonia's beauty rivaled that of her mother, with golden hair that caught sunlight like spun thread and eyes that held the depth of summer skies. But unlike many divine beings who remained aloof from mortal concerns, Harmonia fell deeply in love with a human prince named Cadmus, founder of the great city of Thebes. Cadmus had earned his place in legend through courage and cunning. Following Apollo's oracle, he had tracked a sacred cow across foreign lands until it collapsed, marking the spot where he would build his city. There he faced his first great challenge, slaying a monstrous dragon that guarded a sacred spring. From the dragon's teeth, sown into the earth like seeds, sprang forth armed warriors who became the first citizens of Thebes. When news of Harmonia and Cadmus's engagement reached Olympus, the gods decided to honor this rare union between divine and mortal with their presence. Zeus himself, king of the gods, would attend the wedding. This marked the first and last time all the Olympian deities would gather to celebrate a mortal's marriage. But among the wedding gifts brought by the gods, two items would prove more curse than blessing. Hephaestus, the divine smith and Aphrodite's spurned husband, crafted these presents with meticulous care and hidden malice. Still burning with jealousy over his wife's affair with Ares, he saw an opportunity for revenge that would span generations. The first gift appeared to be a masterpiece of divine craftsmanship, a necklace of unprecedented beauty. Golden chains intertwined, like captured sunbeams, supporting jewels that seemed to hold the very essence of starlight. Each gem pulsed with inner fire, and the necklace's weight felt substantial yet comfortable, as if it belonged around the wearer's neck. No mortal artisan could have created such perfection. The second gift complemented the first, a flowing robe woven from threads that shimmered like aurora borealis. The fabric moved like liquid light, changing colors with each shift of the wearer's body. Together, these gifts would make any woman appear divinely beautiful, irresistibly attractive to all who beheld her. Harmonia accepted these gifts with gratitude, unaware of the dark magic Hephaestus had woven into their very essence. The smith god had imbued both items with a terrible curse, ensuring that whoever possessed them would bring destruction upon themselves and their descendants. His revenge would unfold slowly, like poison working through generations. The wedding celebration lasted for days, with gods and mortals feasting together in unprecedented harmony. Divine music filled the air as the muses sang, and ambrosia flowed like wine. Harmonia wore her cursed gifts, radiating beauty that seemed almost supernatural. None suspected that beneath the celebration's joy lay the seeds of future tragedy. For a time, the curse remained dormant. Harmonia and Cadmus ruled Thebes wisely and well, their love serving as an example to mortals and gods alike. They raised 4 daughters and 1 son, each inheriting their parents' nobility and grace. The cursed necklace and robe passed down through the family line, treasured heirlooms that enhanced their wearer's beauty and status. But gradually, the curse began to manifest. Each generation that possessed these items faced increasingly terrible fates. Harmonia's daughter Semele, while wearing the necklace, caught Zeus's attention and became his lover. When jealous Hera discovered the affair, she tricked Semele into asking Zeus to appear before her in his true divine form. The resulting lightning and thunder destroyed Semele instantly, though Zeus saved their unborn child, who would become Dionysus, god of wine. Another daughter, Agave, inherited the cursed items and fell victim to Dionysus's divine madness. In her frenzy, she failed to recognize her own son Pentheus and participated in tearing him apart with her bare hands, believing him to be a wild beast threatening their sacred rituals. The curse's power grew stronger with each passing generation, as if feeding on the family's suffering. When the necklace came into the possession of Jocasta, queen of Thebes, it coincided with the arrival of a mysterious stranger who would fulfill a terrible prophecy. This stranger, Oedipus, unknowingly murdered his father and married his mother, bringing plague and devastation to the city. Generations later, the necklace found its way to Eriphyle, wife of the prophet Amphiaraus. Bribed with the cursed jewelry, she convinced her husband to join the doomed expedition of the 7 against Thebes, knowing full well that the oracles had prophesied his death. Her betrayal led not only to her husband's doom, but to a cycle of revenge that consumed their children. Each time the necklace changed hands, it brought with it irresistible temptation and inevitable destruction. Its beauty made it impossible to refuse, yet its curse ensured that acceptance meant doom. The pattern repeated endlessly, divine justice working through generations like an unstoppable force of nature. The curse of Harmonia's necklace reveals profound truths about human nature and divine justice in Greek thought. It demonstrates how the gods' emotions, particularly jealousy and revenge, could have consequences far beyond their intended targets. Hephaestus's anger at his wife's infidelity created suffering for innocents across multiple generations, showing how personal grievances can become cosmic forces. This myth also explores the dangerous allure of beauty and luxury. The necklace's irresistible appeal represents humanity's weakness for material possessions, especially those that promise to enhance our appearance or status. Each victim chose immediate gratification over long-term consequences, reflecting timeless human psychology. The story resonates powerfully in our modern world, where we still grapple with the concept of inherited consequences. Just as environmental damage, debt, or family trauma can pass from one generation to the next, Harmonia's curse shows how actions ripple through time, affecting people who had no part in creating the original problem. The myth's influence extends far beyond ancient Greece. Renaissance artists depicted scenes from the story, while modern writers have adapted its themes of generational curses and beautiful but deadly gifts. The concept of cursed objects appears throughout literature and film, from Shakespeare's Macbeth to contemporary horror stories, all echoing the fundamental warning embedded in Harmonia's tale. Ultimately, the curse was broken only when the necklace was dedicated to the gods at Delphi, removed from human possession entirely. This resolution suggests that some forces are too dangerous for mortals to handle, that divine power requires divine solutions. The story of Harmonia's cursed necklace serves as a timeless warning about the true cost of beauty, the weight of inherited consequences, and the dangerous intersection between divine and mortal worlds. In its golden chains and gleaming jewels lay not just physical beauty, but a mirror reflecting humanity's deepest flaws and the gods' most petty emotions, creating a legacy of destruction that would echo through the ages.